you will see tons and tons of detached homes listed at $999 when they have no business being listed at $999. A lot of home sellers are suffering right now because homes are just not selling. You will see tons and tons of homes just sitting on the market for 30 days, 45 days. But you might be asking yourself, Vic, you keep saying the market's bad every single month. But anywhere I go, any house I want to bid on, all I ever see is multiple offers. So what's going on? We're going to cover that in just a second, but I want to show you what's happening in the month of September. This is how many homes sold. That's in orange, and you can see here, it's pretty clear to see it was actually slower than summer, which is not good. Usually things pick up after the kids go back to school, so that's considered the fall market, September, October, a bit of it November. But that didn't happen in September. We'll see what happens in October, but September was actually even slower than the month of February. So second slowest month of the year so far. What makes things worse is if you're a home seller, obviously if you're a home buyer, you love this. More and more new listings are hitting the market. You can see here, new listings are the highest we've seen all year. So that's the highest that's in blue. And active listings, that's in gray. More and more listings are sitting around on the market and not selling. So what you want to do is you want to see the gap between sales and new listings and sales and active listings. Look at the gap right there. That's the biggest gap we've seen all year. If you want to compare that to what was happening in the springtime, look at this, like no gap at all right there. And a bit of a gap in May, but that's why you were seeing like 30, 40 offers on a house, like lineups outside open houses. It was just craziness. So let's see what's been going on for the last 5 years. This is September only, so September 2019 to September 2023. This is the number of sales right here. In 2019, there were 7,700 sales. Now we're sitting at about 4,642. But a bit of a heads up for buyers. I know at this time when the market's declining, a lot of buyers feel like, hey, now I can go like get a bargain, get a deal, and start submitting lowball offers. That's simply not the case. If you're hoping to get 2019, 2020 prices, you're kind of getting set up for disappointment because we're nowhere close to that. If we ever get there, we'll have to see what happens in the next couple of years. But right now, it's not the time for that. 2019 average price for a house, this is everything added together, $842,000. In 2023, $1.1 million. So like I said, we're nowhere close to 2018, 2019 prices. Okay, now what about multiple offers? We're going to get to that in just a second. So let's look at the number of sales. So what I did was I broke it down by region: Halton, Peel, Toronto, York, and Durham. This is the peak of the market right here in the month of May. This is how many homes sold. I put it in February now because I think we're going to have to start comparing stuff to the winter time, because that's how bad things are right now. We're sitting in winter time territory. This is how many homes sold in the month of September. I put it in red because it's red alert. Okay, so 477 homes sold in Halton. Halton includes Oakville, Milton, Georgetown, Burlington, if you're watching from out of town. Peel, 808 homes sold, and that's down by about half if you compare it to the peak of the market, and it's even slower than February. So you get the idea. Every single region is down. Obviously, compared to May, they're down about 50-60%. But even if you compare it to wintertime, they're down slightly. Okay, now let's look at average prices for detached homes. These are average prices, same thing, same 5 regions. This is what they were selling for in the month of May, and this is what they're selling for right now. So every single region is down. Like Toronto is down almost like $180,000. Halton is down almost like, what's that, like $100,000. So every single region is down, but month over month, August to September, not a huge drop, little bit. Now let's talk about multiple offers, because this is the biggest complaint buyers are having. Like, hey, I see it. I watch the news. I read the stats. The market's going down, but why are there still multiple offers? Like, you would think now that stuff would go away. It's going away, but it's not completely gone away. This is the percentage of homes that have sold above asking price every single month. At the peak of the market, we were sitting over half. Like Durham was at 71% of homes selling above asking. Now we're sitting at about 25 to 35%. So it is better than what was happening in spring, but obviously, ideally, if you're a buyer, you would want this around like 0% or 5%. I don't know if we'll ever get there because this is kind of becoming the norm. Like this is kind of the way the business is conducted. Like who's to say who's right, or like whether this is right or wrong? Because if you ask a seller, obviously they love this. Who wants to be sitting on the market for 45 days, 60 days when you can wrap up everything in 5 days, probably with a firm offer, and maybe get $1.2 million or even higher because somebody went crazy during bidding time? So obviously sellers have one point of view and buyers obviously hate it, right? So that's the problem. Like, so who's to say if it's right or wrong? What I want to share with you is this is the magic number right now. You will see tons and tons of detached homes listed at $9.99 when they have no business being listed at $9.99, because obviously they're worth a lot more than that. So they will intentionally list it low. They'll say no offers until Friday or Saturday, and then the hope is that you end up around market value, or if somebody went crazy during the bidding war, you end up at 1.25 or 1.3. So it's not complicated. It's not rocket science. Like, everybody knows what's going on. But unfortunately, this is the way business is conducted. Unfortunately, if you're a buyer, obviously amazing if you're a seller, because even in a slow market, you can get away with selling your house fast. Now, let me know your thoughts. What do you guys think about multiple offers, bidding wars, blind bidding? Let me know in the comments below if they should go away. If you guys need any help buying or selling, you can call or text me here. I'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.